Hi, this is Isabel. So I wanted to make a quick video while I'm actually in between two appointments here. So this video is really how do you become an employee of choice. This is something I'm going to build a whole program on with 3 baby steps to become this employer's magnet or employee of choice. So basically how to get yourself a job quickly in Switzerland, mainly for people watching this video. The program will be available soon. If you want to know about it, it's under my web, isabellitzler.com. You go on the training and you leave your email, and I'll make sure to send you the information when it gets released, which will probably be next, I would say, 30 or 40 days. So how do you become this employer of choice? At least I wanted to give you 3 tips already so that you can start activating when you watch this video. So the first thing is that you have to become someone that employers will want to hire, that will get interviews, is that you have to be in the right mindset. You have to be busy. If you're sitting by your telephone at home waiting for the phone to ring because you sent a few applications, you're not going to get the phone call, because that's just the way it works. When you're not busy, when you're in demand of something, you're waiting for something, you're not getting it usually. Whereas if you're busy going to meetups to get your network expanded, if you're busy going to trainings to empower yourself to be a better employee, that's when the phone will ring and you'll get people to call you. So that's, I think, the number one mistake that people make, is that they're sending a few applications and then they wait and they get desperate because nothing happens. And what they do is they actually send more applications. But it's the wrong thing to do, because if you're not getting replies already, why would you keep doing something that's not working? So you need to look at things completely differently. It's not, how do I get a better CV, or how do I send more applications? Of course, you have to do enough, but it's not really the problem. The problem is, how do I make myself such a good employee, such a qualified, competent, busy, in-demand employee that employers will want to hire me? They'll be actually the ones chasing me online. And you have to build your whole profile for that, which is something I will go into detail in my program, is how do you build up your profile to become this person that people want to have in their companies, or they want to work with you if you're a freelancer, whatever it is. So that's step number 1, is become this busy, in-demand person. Number 2 is that you have, if you're watching this video right now, my advice would be stay employed at all times. You don't leave a job unless you have another one that's waiting for you, or you're going freelance or entrepreneurship, whatever it is. But I would not recommend that you leave a job, because then you become unemployed and your attraction drops. So you should always be busy going to interviews whilst you have a job. If you're someone who needs to have more time, which I can understand, go 20%, 10% even, if you're a mom, or you need to be there for your children. But never go to 0%, because then you lose your attraction. So always keep a foot on the pedal. I'm not the one who invented it. Sheryl Sandberg is actually the one who said, Facebook executive who said you should always stay employed. And there's a reason for that, because if you want to become attractive, to be considered for the next level, you need to be in a position, and also you have your network that stays a little bit more within the company with you. It's just easier, I think, overall if you're employed. So never leave a job unless you have to. Let's say while you're fired, or you're laid off, or it's such a horrible situation you have to leave, but that should be really the last solution. So that's number 2. And number 3, if you're employed right now, just build up your network while you work. This is the number 1 mistake people make, is that they go to events when they don't have a job, and usually they're not in their best shape, because it's a little bit like going to the grocery store when you're hungry. You're buying everything, you're just doing a little bit of everything and anything. So the best thing is to go and network when you don't really need a network. Network when you have a good job and you're not really looking for a better job. You're not even looking to meet anyone in particular. You just go there for the fun of it almost. It becomes fun. And that's when you will get your best network, and that's when people will really be encouraged to stay in touch with you. If they see you're a bit desperate, they're not going to be very engaged. But if you don't have a job and you have to, then of course networking would be a must. If you're abroad, as I said before in this channel, if you're abroad, it's going to get complicated. My number one advice would be stay in a company in the country where you are, and then, you know, make sure this company has offices in Switzerland if that's where you want to work, or any target place, and then you move internally. That's a little bit easier because then you're already within the company, so you can easily get in touch with whoever is doing marketing or finance in Switzerland because you're internal. You can already build a little bit your web, your network web, a little bit internal, so you don't have to go and try to go from scratch. Which events do I have to attend, where and how? I do this with individuals on the one-to-one. When they contact me, we work on a full networking schedule with them so that they can go and actually attend the right conferences and so forth. But really, I would encourage you, if you can, do your networking whilst you have a job. That's going to be much more powerful for you. Many more contacts, more engagement. So yeah, that's definitely what I would do in this situation. So I'd be happy to hear your comments. You know, have you done a lot of networking lately? Especially if you're not looking for a job. Has this worked for you? Just put a message down below and I will get back to you soon. Thanks.